Alright, now let's create a new class. When we click here, we have to create a group. Okay, so let's create group screen. Okay, so here let's navigate to create group screen. So first of all, let's create that screen. So let's right click here, new file. Let's have a create group screen dot. Then here let's type stateful widget. So here let's do create group screen. So let's create that screen. So let's have a return a scaffold. We're going to have an up bar. So for the up bar, let's see, yeah, we're just gonna have it like that create group, the same way Copilot is naming it. And then what's next? The leading, let's give it a leading, which is going to be our up bar back button, the one that we created. Up bar back button. So let's just import that. And then here you know that we have on pressed. We're just gonna pop the context. And then what else? Here the title, that's going to be our title. And then let's also have the center title to true. So for iOS you don't need to do this, it's just automatically to true by default. So after the up bar, let's have a body. So for the body here, we're going to have a column. Okay, so instead of a center widget, let's just wrap this with a column. Okay, the column widget. Okay, so for the first child, let's have okay, first of all, let's go to this screen. Okay, inside the groups screen here, where is that? Let's close the group screen inside the home screen. Here where we have this button. So here let's say navigator dot of context. Okay, let's not navigate like this. Let's say navigator dot of context dot push material page route. Then here we're going to have context, and then we navigate to the create group screen. Let's import that. That's all we need to do. Maybe let's just put commas there so that it can reformat. Now let's hot reload. Then once we click here, we are navigating to the create group screen. Okay, so now this is a screen to create a group. Let's create so we want to have where you pick the group image, and then here where you choose between private group and public group. Okay, so for that, so now we can remove the home screen. Here, first of all, let's return a row. Let's wrap this center into a row widget. So for the first child of this row, let's have that image. Okay, so what is that? We had that in a profile screen. What's our widget code? If we go to the profile screen, where is that? Let's go up, icon button. Where is that? After we stream, so build friend request. No, before this we have an image. I've just forgotten it. How? Okay, user image widget. Okay, this one. Let's copy this, and then we are going to use this same one. Okay, yeah, I think so. So let's close this. Let's go here, and then let's paste it here. So we can go ahead and import that widget. Okay, for the image URL, let's first put it an empty string there. and then let's have let's hot reload. Yeah, we want something like that, but now this is we want user to be able to pick an image, okay, to click here. So maybe we don't need to use this. So let's use the one in our user information screen, okay, the one that is already set for the user to pick an image. So where is that? Display user image. Yeah, you need to use this one, okay. So let's copy this and then go inside the create group. We don't need this. Let's paste this. Let's import that, and then this show bottom sheet. Yeah, we need to show this because we need to pick an image. All of these needs to happen. So what we can do is let's go back here and just copy these methods as well. So we need this method. We also need to crop. We also need all these methods, okay. So let's copy that, go inside the group. So this is like what I was saying, that the methods that we are creating are like quite universal because we are going to be reusing all of these, okay. Copy, let's import that, and then let's get that file. Let's import that. Let's get that final file image, which is this one. Let's get that, come back here, and then let's paste that so we don't have an error. Let's hot reload again. Yeah, we want the user to be able to pick like that, okay. So now this bottom sheet, where is that? Let's make it as a minimum, okay. Main axis size dot minimum, which means we don't need to put the height here, okay. So let's also do the same even here before we leave the screen. Main axis size dot minimum. If you want, you can give these guys, you can give it a title before these two list out. That's maybe select an option, okay. So now we can close this. If we hot reload here, let's see how it's looking. Yeah, we want something like that. Okay, now that that is done, let's also have two buttons here which says is it which it's a private group or public group, okay. So let's create the first let's create a reusable list tile to give the user selection, okay. So let's go, where is that? Here. So we need to put as the second child of this row, okay. So first let's create another widget here, okay. Let's go inside the widgets here. Let's right click and then new file. So let's name this as a group type list tile .dat, okay. So this is going to be a stateless widget. Let's give it that same name, group type list tile. Yeah. So first of all, let's create an enum for private or public. So where is our enums? So we have enums here. Maybe what we can do is also let's create a new file in the lib here. Let's create new folder. Let's name this as enums, okay. And then inside this enum, let's right click and then create a new .dat file. Let's name this as we can give it the same name, enums.dat. Inside this enums file, what we'll do is let's just copy all these enums, okay. So where is our enums? In the constant, let's copy this and this because we want to be accessing them everywhere. So let's cut that, okay. and then let's go in the enums here, then just paste these. Okay, we can still access them from anywhere. Now this is where we are going to put all our enums. Okay, so now inside, let's go everywhere where we have errors and then just import that. Okay, we don't need to import constant here. All right, let's keep this clean. So here, everywhere where we are referencing those, let's just paste. We can remove this unused imports. Let's save, and then let's, where is that? First let's import all of these. Once we import, we can just remove from there so that we have it clean. Let's import that, and then let's remove that. Let's come here, import all of these. Okay, just import them quickly. Alright, now it's imported, so let's create that new enum that we want to create. So this is going to be enum. So what are we going to name this? Okay, let's name it as a group type. Okay, yeah, so we are going to have public and private. Now that we have that, we can go ahead and close that. Let's save, and then let's also close this constant. So now let's create this grouped list tile. So this one, what we need here is let's pass because we are going to use it for the private and the group. We use the same group list tile. Okay, so let's pass the title, require this dot title, and then what else? Let's also require the function, yeah, on top. Let's call it set on changed. Okay, and then yeah, we need to pass a value. So let me pass this on changed last. Let's cut this, then put the value here. After this is going to be a value, and then let's also pass the group value, because we are going to pass the same group so that we can change between these two. Okay, so let's say required this dot group value, like that. So let's just bring this down. Initialize that final title, final string value. So this the value is not going to be a string. Now this is going to come from our enum group type. Okay, so even the group value is going to be the enum, but for the group value is going to be nullable. Okay, so let's remove the final because this is going to be changing. Okay, let's put it like that. All right, because this group value is going to change. Okay, also the value cannot be final because these two will be changing because we are going to use this same list style. Okay, now let's have a final function like that, and then now we can remove this constant because these are going to be changing. You can remove that constant keyword. We want these to be like this. Okay, okay, now let's create that list style. So here, instead of returning this, let's return the radio tile. Okay, radio tile. So let's have a radio list tile like this one. So here we are going to take the type of that enum group type, and then now down here let's see what we are going to create. Okay, looks like Copilot is just done everything for us here. Okay, so first we are going to have a value. So let's click on put the comma, and then let's close it out. Also let's have a title. So we have a value, group value, and then on a changed. So on top, let's put maybe the title, let's put it below. Let's have a title which is going to be a text, which is going to be that title. Okay, so maybe like this. Let's test it. Let's get this grouped value this side. Okay, let's go to create group, and then here this side let's have a column. Okay, so let's have a column. Inside this column we are going to put that, so it's putting extra brackets again. Let's just go back, let's write on here. So for the children, let's have the first child as the same one. It's called our grouped list tile. So let's pass what we need to pass here. Let me just bring it down, and then let's put a comma and bring it down. Let's put a comma. So for the first one is going to be private, and then the second one is going to be public. All right, so let's create that. So for the title, we are going to put this as public, so let's get it from our group type. Not that, we are getting this from our inner group type dot public. It's called group type dot private. So let's import this group type dot private dot name. This is going to be our title, and then for the value we are also getting the same value, which is this. Okay, it's coming for enum. And then for the group value, so the group value, let's initialize it first up here. So let's get group type. This is going to be a group value, so we're going to initialize it to private. Okay, now we'll get this and then put it here. And then on changed here, we're going to set the one that we have clicked. Okay, so here on change is going to return a value, and then we are just going to set the grouped value to this new grouped value. All right, and then that's it. So here we can say let's see if this will work, and then if it won't, we need to say as group type. Okay, so now let's copy this and then put it down here for the next one, which is a private. So here the name is going to, not a private, the public. So the name is going to be public, and then here is also again going to be public, and then the rest is just the same here. Okay, so let's see, let's hot reload. We are not seeing anything in WhatsApp. Let me do it again. Let's go here and then let's click here. Okay, we have an, okay, I know why we have an error. We need to specify the length of these. Okay, so this one, let's wrap it in the size box. Let's give it the same width. So let's have a media query. Yeah, like maybe let's make it smaller, like 0.3. Let's also do the same to the other one. Wrap it inside the size box, and then the width, let's paste that. Okay, we can remove this extra width. So where's the error? Let's hot reload again. now let's go inside here, let's click add. Okay, you can see that we have those like that, but now this is awkward the way they are looking. Let's see, if we click this one here, it's changing. Okay, but if we increase this maybe to 5, let's hot reload, you can see that we can see showing properly as private. So let's also remove this to change this to 5, then let's hot reload, then let's go there and check. So now you can pick between private and public, but let's make this more. So let's add some more styling to this. Okay, so to do that we need to go back in our group type. So also I realize that there's a typo in here. Let's rename this. Let's name this properly to group. It should be group type, that should be an A. Let's click enter, then save. Great. So let's add some more things here to make this look properly. Okay, first of all, the first letter, let's capitalize. So that's going to be simple. We just simply ask our coding assistants. So let's say capitalize the first letter. It's going to do that for us. So this is going to be a title, but since we already have a name called title, so let's change this to capital. Let's first say final. Let's put a final instead of saying title, because we already have the name called title here. Let's have it named like capitalized title. Then we can copy that and put it inside the title. All right, now the next thing that we can do is let's add some more things here. So let's put the dense, let's put it to true, and then what else can we do? Maybe let's give it a shape. So rounded, let's have a rounded rectangular border, and then have the border of 10. Let's put a comma there, so we'll see how the 10 will look like, and then we'll change depending on what we like. Also, so let's be looking at this. So we have that. Now we can't see the border and stuff because we haven't put the teal color. Okay, so let's put that teal color and then see how it's going to look. So teal color, let's see that grade 200. Let's hot reload. Okay, you can see that now. We can see that, but these are sticked together because we did not put a size box in between. We will fix that. Next, let's have a style to this text. Okay, so let's do like that, and then let's put a style. So our style, we can put a font size there, but that's not the reason why I've put the style. I've put the style because I want to put the font weight. Font weight, we want to have a bold font weight. The font size, I'm not going to change anything. And then what else can I put here? Let's see, I think that's all. Yeah, okay, let's also put some padding. Let's remove that extra spaces. Okay, so let's say content padding. Here we have to say edge insets .0. Let's hot reload. Yeah, okay, I think like that we are okay. You can see that even the title is capitalized. Now we can reduce that, I think. So this is done. Let's close this, and then back here let's change this back to 3, and then let's also change this to 3. Let's put a size box in between. Okay, constant of size box, and then the height of 10. Let's hot reload. Yeah, you can see that we have that. Now that we have this, it's just a matter of putting the main axis alignment here. main axis alignment. Let's have a space between, or space evenly. Let's hot reload. There, we want to have it like that, right? So yeah, also maybe here, to be sure, we can put a size box here. Okay, constant of size box dot 10. Okay, great. Now this, we can also just create a widget so that this can look clean. Extract method. Let's call this as a, what can we call it? Build group type. Okay, so now here we just simply call our build group type. Okay, but where are we passing? We don't even need to pass the context here. What's wrong with Copilot? Let's see. We are already in this context. Okay, we don't need to pass that context. Okay, so yeah, here we'll just call this build group type, which is down here. All right, great. Now we can hot restart again. It's still going to work. You can see it. Now we can choose between private and public. Okay, great. So let's move on to down here, right? So let's see, after this column, so we have a row. After this row, we need to move on down here, right? So let's have this size box, and then after this size box, let's have a text field for the group name. Okay, so here let's just be prompting a Copilot. Okay, text field for group name. Okay, let's let our coding assistant do it. So it's put it inside the padding. I don't think we need the padding here. What we can do is we can put all of this in a padding. Okay, let's wrap this in a padding widget. Let's wrap inside the padding. Then let's say symmetric, vertical. Let's have 10. What vertical? Yeah, maybe 10, and then also horizontal. Let's have 10.0. This should be, let's remove that. Yeah, something like that. And then we don't need the padding here. Let's remove this padding. So this is our text field, and then there is our decoration. So we need to have a controller, and so let's quickly create this controller. Okay, group name controller. I'm just going to be prompting Copilot to do all of this. Let's have it created, and then let's also have a group description controller. Let's have it do that. Then we need init state. So maybe here let's have init state. Then let's have the controller as initialized. Okay, so let's see how. Okay, it has already initialized them here. So let's keep this like this. Let's dispose. I mean, what's that? On dispose. What's that method? Is it dispose? Yeah, dispose. Let's have the controller, group name controller dot dispose, group description dot dispose. Now that we have that here, we can also just give it the controller. It's going to be the group name controller. Let's have a max length. We can only give them, the name of the group can be maybe 25 characters. And then what else? text input action. Let's give it an text input action of next. So text input action of next. What else can we give it here? So okay, there we have a group name as input correction. Let's have a label. Let's have a label. The label is going to be the same, which is a text widget. It's going to be the same like this one, which says group name. Group name. What else? We don't want to have a counter text. Okay, so counter text, let's have an empty string. It should say counter text like that. What next? The border. Okay, we've got this border, but let's hot reload and see what we have. Yeah, I think we are fine like that. So now that we have that, let's also have another one. Okay, so first let's copy this sized box and then put it down here. Then here Copilot will know this, or we have to tell it text field for group description. It's going to create that, and then let's just correct that. So for group description, Copilot thinks we can have 50 characters for group description. Maybe for this one we can give them more. Let's have 100. Okay, let's hot reload. So there we have a group name and a group description. Okay, so let's move on. Let's copy this and then let's paste it below here. Let's have a lister widget down here, so the one that we can use to go to the group settings. Okay, so this lister, maybe we are going to reuse it a lot of time as well. Okay, so let's create the reusable list tile. So let's go inside the widgets here. All right, let's right click, and then let's name it as a, what we're gonna name it, settings list, settings list tile. Yeah, I think settings list tile dot. Yeah, I think let's name it like that. So let's have a stateless widget. So let's give it the same name, settings list tile. Okay, so here let's pass our required. This is going to be this dot title. Yeah, we're going to need on top, and then also let's pass our subtitle, which is not going to be required. This dot subtitle. What else is needed? So we're going to have a subtitle, and then let's also have maybe require an icon. Okay, required this dot icon. Yes, and then maybe what else? Let's pass also the color, maybe. Yeah, I mean the icon, the container color for the icon, because we're going to put this icon inside the container. Okay, so required this dot icon container color. Yeah, let's have it like that. So we can do that, or this item container color, maybe we can also not require it. We can put the default there if they haven't sent in, but anyway, let's just require it. So here let's have a title, let's have a subtitle, let's have an icon, icon container color, and then let's also have the on top. Okay, now down here we just need to return a list tile, and then for the title, let's have our title on top. So let's remove the content, the padding. So content padding, we're going to have that edge insets .0, and then the title, we're going to have that title. What else? Maybe the style of the title. Do we need to pass that? Oh yeah, we need to pass the color of the text, because we have a dark theme and a light theme. Okay, so maybe, okay, for now let's just have it like that. Yeah, because this is a title, let's just have it like that. We'll change, we'll look at it and then we'll change. Okay, so now after this title, we are going to have the subtitle. So the subtitle, first we are going to check if that subtitle is now, okay, this subtitle. So what we'll do is we'll say subtitle is not equal to now. We are going to put the subtitle, else we are going to return now. Great. So the next thing is let's maybe put also some styling to this subtitle. So the subtitle, this one, we don't want to show a lot of text. So what we're going to do is a max line. Max line for this one will be just 3. Let's also have the overflow, text overflow, the ellipsis. So let's just bring this down. What else? What other property we can give the subtitle? I think nothing. Maybe the style, and then give it the font weight, but we can decide that later. We have to look how it looks like first. So next, let's give it a leading. Okay, so now the leading is where we want to have that container and an icon. Okay, so I would like to put the leading on top here. So the leading here, we're going to have that container. All right, let's click tab and then just have a look. Let's close that down. So I'm not going to give it the height or the width. This is, let's follow the icon size. So let's remove that. So the box decoration, we're going to have this container color, and then the radius, it's a 10. Okay, we'll see how that 10 looks like, and then the child is giving it an icon. Okay, it looks like Copilot knows exactly what we want. Yeah, I think that's all we need. And then let's also, after this subtitle, let's have a trailing. Okay, the trailing. So the trailing is just going to be a forward arrow. Okay, so this is going to be a constant of icon. So for the icon now, we have to check, okay, if it's Android. Okay, check platform. So here what we need to do is just to check if it is an Android, we are going to show the Android icon. If it's iOS, we're going to show the iOS icon. The same thing that we did in the back button here. If we go to upper back button here, we did this check. Okay, so let's copy this, can close that and then paste it here. Okay, which means this is not constant, but here, so let's import this. So here we don't have that, we don't want that back arrow, we want the forward arrow. Forward, it's called arrow forward. Arrow forward, and then here is arrow forward iOS new. Great. So that's it. And then now after this trading, let's have the on tap, which is going to be the on tap on top, and then that's it. So now this settings list tile, if we come to create group, we can just call it here settings list tile. The title we're going to give it as a group settings, group settings, and then the icon, let's have an icons dot settings, and then the color. So let's bring this down so that we can see these. So the on tap, we're just gonna navigate to group settings screen, and then the container color, let's have a colors dot deep purple, like that. Let's give it a try. Let's hot reload. Yeah, so we want something like that, but now this is not also looking nice. What we do is we get inside here, and then let's give this container, this icon, some padding. Let's hot reload. Yeah, we want it to look something like this. And then also let's put this inside the card widget. Let's come here, then wrap all of this with a card. Let's hot reload. Yes, we want something like this, and then now we're going to wrap again all of these inside the padding widget. Let's hot reload. Yeah, so yeah, I think that looks about right. Maybe the padding is too much or what. Let me see first. Let me remove the padding. Yeah, maybe we only need the padding to left and right. Okay, so let me come here. I'll wrap this with a padding and say only left that and right that. What is that now? Let's remove that. We want to say 8.0. Let's hot reload. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so now when we click here, we are going to go to the group settings. Okay, great. So we can put the group name and then group setting, and then down here we need to put ask the user to add group members. So I think let's end this video right now. This video is too long. We can maybe before that we can quickly add that, because we already created all those methods. Okay, so let's quickly do that. After this card widget here, let's have a text. Okay, this text is just going to say select group, not that, let's say select group members. Okay, members. So let's have a constant keyword here. So let's give this text a style. Style. So this is going to come from Google Fonts. We've forgotten about our Google Fonts. Open sans, and then here let's have this text style. Okay, so yeah, this is not going to be constant because now we are using the Google Fonts. So yeah, I think that's it about that. Let's hot reload. Yeah, that's too much. Let's have 18. Okay, and then also let's align this, or what we can do is to add the alignment to this column. So let's say cross-axis alignment dot start. then we can move that that side. And then what else? Why is that? Let's get the size box, put it here. Here we need to say select not selected, then put it there. Let's hot reload. Yeah, let's have something like that. Or maybe we don't need the open sans here, because this unless we change everything to open sans, maybe let's just have a text style here. Yeah, that one. Let's hot reload. We don't need this to be that color. Let's have a constant keyword. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stay with that. And then next here we just need to have that search field, the cappuccino search field. Okay, so cappuccino search field. Let's have Copilot do this for us. Okay, so it's putting it in a card. We don't need it to be in a card. Let's remove that card widget. Let's also remove that padding. Let's just okay, it's just putting a search bar, the normal search bar. Okay, let's say Cappuccino search Cupertino search bar. All right, let's see. Yeah, here it is. So let's import that. But now we don't need all of these. We don't need the card. We just want the search bar. All right, let's remove all of these. Yeah, we don't need all of these. We don't need that. We don't need the expanded widget. We just want this. Okay, that one. Anyway, let's we want that one, and then also we want the unchanged. We put the unchanged. Now let's remove all of that. We just want that thing. Okay, we don't want a lot of things here. It's just the cappuccino search bar. It's the only thing that we need. Let's hot reload. Yeah, there it is. Now here we can show our friends. Okay, so for that, you know that we already have a method for that. Let's first copy that and paste it. Sorry, what did I do? I'm gonna paste that there, and then here we just need to return a constant of friends list. Okay, we created this. Okay, so the view type is going to be view type. What was that? View type. Let's import that. What's that enum code? Friend view type. We want to view the friend. Okay, so let's paste that, and then let's import that. Yeah, friend view type dot friends, like that. Close it out, and then like that we have the friends there. Let's hot reload. So no friends yet. Why? We should have friends in our we should have friends in our database. Okay, let's go back. What's wrong? Let's hot reload, because we know that if we come here we can view friends. We have this friend. Okay, so why are we getting that no friend here? Okay, so we're not doing this right. Let's just check how we are doing it in the friends screen. Okay, so where is that view type? So this. Okay, this is the something. Let's just put an expanded widget. we have expanded, and then let's have a constant keyword here. We can remove it from here. So I'm not sure why we are getting an error, because we should read the friends database in here. All right, let's just wait for it again, because this is okay. Yeah, now it has loaded. You can see that, but now we don't want to show this view type of friends, okay, because we want to tick it. So here, is it the group? Oh yeah, we said it's a group view. That's why in the enum, where's that enum? I just want to go there again. We did specify that we can also have the group view, okay. So I just forgot that we did that. Let's hot reload. So if it's a so if it's a group view, we also don't want this to be saying accept. We want to have a tick mark. So what we need to do is just to go inside the friends list and then see what we are. So we are only checking for 2 here. If view type is friend, is going to accept. So we also need to check for the third one, okay. So let's do that in the next video. Here we are only checking if it is a friend, else we are showing the accept. So we need to check the third type. If the view type is group, we want to show the check mark, okay. Here, if the view type is group, we want to show the check mark. So this is the UI for our creating group screen, guys. I hope we're all up to date, and thank you so much, guys, for joining this course once again. So in the next video we have to go to settings, but before we go to settings, let's also have a view type here for the groups, which is going to be done here. And then also this may be the exercise for you guys before you go to the next video. Just see if you can add the checkbox here to check if the view type is friend, and then don't show the text here. Have the checkbox so that when the user clicks now on the checkbox, they can add this user to the list, okay, to the group members, okay. So you have tried to fix that, to add checkbox here, but reusing this same friend list, okay, because here we are passing the view type. So if the view type is going to be a group, here you must show a checkbox, and then on click we can just do what we need to do, because remember there's where we are using this accept the click, although we haven't even put them, meaning, okay, let me give you a clue. Here in the friend list we need to pass the click event, okay, which is going to be handling these. All right, so once you press on it, okay, we are already passing the click event, okay. Sorry about that, guys. So if the view type is friend, we are doing that. If it is a request, we are doing that. So this else is where the view type is group. So here we need to add the friend to the members group. So you see that we were already handling these things that we are going to use in the future. So here we do the logic for what is happening here, but also here we need to do the logic to have a checkbox if we are inside the group here, okay. So this video is already too long and I'm just making it longer. Let me end it right here. I'll see you guys in the next video. Just make sure you try this exercise here to add this friend to the members list, to the group members, and then also to put the checkbox here. Thank you guys, and see you in the next video.